This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Yay! Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of...
It was talking. Maybe that machine who sent us here knows something about this. We should try asking her.
Thanks for ruining the mood, fellas. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Nier Automata. In the last episode, we finished the quest in the tower, dealt with that rogue, was it A2 or whatever? And, no. And I guess I could do fishing here, but I'm not going to. And we finally defeat that thing. Yeah, that took me... How long did that take me? I definitely suggest doing that when you're at a higher level. That took me like an hour to do. Actually, I took a break, put the PS4 in like sleep mode, came back later to do it because it was hurting my fingers holding down the shooting button and everything like that. So, yeah, definitely not worth like grinding it out when you could just do it at a much later point in the game when we gain the levels. So I was just being bullheaded about it. So, oh well. Let's go back. I assume I was just supposed to go back to that one dude, aren't I? Yeah, Lord the Valley. And tell him what happened after we took care of all those meatheads. Oh, more dudes. Yeah, for a while there, I swapped out my... oh, that reminds me, I need to swap out my pod program again or whatever. Back to Mirage, because Mirage wasn't doing much damage when I activated. Although sometimes, I probably won't show it, but sometimes when I use the laser, it would sometimes miss, even though it was clearly, like, focused on the dude. Like, I would shoot it and nothing would happen. Like, it would miss. So it was kind of weird. I don't. Maybe it's just his like hitbox would disappear or something like that. Yet it would register every single. Well, most of the time it would register most of the bullets I was shooting at it via my pod. So I'm not sure why the missile laser, even though it was clearly hitting the object, would sometimes miss or just dodge it completely without even trying. Yeah, I don't get it either. So I really don't have an explanation for it. So yeah, just one of the random things. Like I said, it took me forever, realizing that I should have just waited and came back, did the plot, and came back later. But since I activated it, I just wanted to get it out of the way. Wait, can I? What? Oh, well, I bet I know why that's like that. I ended up dying in between the recording, like shortly there afterwards, because I wasn't paying attention, so I got smacked, and I died. But I thought certain things didn't like, well, I guess certain things reset if you die or something like that before getting to a certain point, but alright, whatever. Well, I noticed when I had to go back and start fighting that guy again, it was shortly after I stopped the recording, so it wasn't like I fought him for an hour and then died. It was like I fought him for a couple of minutes and then wasn't paying attention and died or whatever. Which you think, how would I die? I've got auto heal. I could just stay. And the guy's so slow, you know. But it was one of those things where he hit me, like he did like a spinning thing, and I mispressed the dodge action or whatever. So, oh yeah, well, the internet's been going a little wonky in my area currently for a number of reasons. I'm supposed to just can't really tell if I can actually get up there or not. I'm assuming I'm not supposed to be able to just jump over the thing. But I could always cut to when I, oops. Maybe I might be able to jump over there. It just doesn't seem like it, you know. There we go, okay. I couldn't see it, so I was like afraid to just straight up jump over there because I wasn't sure what was going to happen. Okay, I need to teleport back over there, but... Oh, off screen I also ended up getting a message from an operator for a quest. It wasn't a very long thing, so I didn't have my recording button pressed, so I couldn't really read. But they were asking me to... It was for like a side mission, I think. It wasn't for the main plot. What's the closest to that? Probably this one, because... Well, I mean, that one's closer, but, like, in terms of, like, not one to start a quest, I don't want to do that, so, where's Castle Front? There we go. And I'll quick save when I get there. That way I don't lose my progress. Because yeah, before I fought the dude again for the second run, I had to open up that one treasure chest that said like Phoenix knife in it, which I'd opened up before, but yet it wasn't open that one time. So I guess this game doesn't really have an autosave feature. Not really, except for like major story sequences and stuff like that. So if you die and you haven't done a major story event, you might have to redo that progress. Yeah. I wonder how many treasure chests I've lost or have to recollect knowing that, because there have been a few times where I've died accidentally off screen while messing with stuff and I didn't go back to check those things. I just assumed I'd still had them or something. And all it did, it like kept my progress, but not like...
That must be the gate Pascal opened for us.
Oh, well, this one hasn't been reset either. Or this got reset as well. Huh, that's vaguely annoying. Yeah. Open. Open up the door. Open up the door. Quickly down. Quickly. Vámonos, andale. No. No, I can't skip the cutscene either. Usually I can skip a lot of cutscenes, but this one I couldn't. Alright, now I'm going to murder you because even though I can't actually murder you. Alright, then I'll have to jump back down here. Or where was it I jumped? Was it... Maybe I got a little bit further on. Sorry, when you take a break in between recording, sometimes you forget what you've... little details that you've done already. Didn't I just jump, like, over this or something like that? Yeah. And then I just jumped to... Let me grab this body. I need to remind myself in between episodes, too. Merge more chips again and see if I can, get some better chips or buy some more pod upgrades. I don't think it's necessary to show me doing that stuff on screen, because you already know how to do it. It's not that difficult, so. And luckily I know I can survive the fall. We can survive falls of infinite height because we're JRPG. Well, I guess we're not JRPG specifically, but we're RPG heroes, so them's the rules. Let me push that. What's kind of weird how it doesn't, when you die, it doesn't keep your progress, but it keeps the fact that you have unlocked like a quest and started it, but yet yeah, I don't get it either. Yep. Yeah. They're dead now. Well, we kind of didn't. Yeah, I did it. Heaven? There's no heaven for robots. Well, then again, it makes me wonder where all the toasters go when they die. They're trying to kill themselves. But only it wouldn't personality or a soul or whatever be even willing to commit suicide. I guess that's the question for all sci-fi. Do machines dream of electric sheep and all that fun jazz? Didn't get as much of experience in items for how high a level the encounter was. You know, you think
Souls
you would get
in heaven, huh? Do either of those things exist?
They'll find out in the end. And so will we.
Okay, that's grim.
That's true, though. I mean, well, my saying on this: if someone is selling you what the afterlife is about, then they're selling snake oil, because they do not know at all what they're talking about. No one does. I mean, and I'm not saying you can't like find like solace or comfort in religion or whatever, but just to know all they're basing it out off of is, you know, in most cases a book or someone's teachings or whatever, but they don't actually know. No one actually knows. If someone, like, if a preacher tells you exactly, like, he knows exactly what's going to happen, then, you know, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Because, I mean, not saying they're trying to lie to you or anything like that, but a lot of times they're trying to give you comfort because we don't know what happens in the afterlife. You know, some people say that we're just bags of flesh that that eventually expire because, you know, our body is worn out, and that's all there is to it, you know. And maybe that's true. I don't know. I'm not going to tell you what's true because I don't know either. I'm not mind reading, man. I haven't seen the future. I haven't seen. Actually, I need to get to that teleport sign. Is there one close by? I don't think so, actually. I may have to cut to when I find a reasonable... Well, there's one. Oh, if I go up ahead, I'll find one. I just need to... What's up with all these random flowers all over the place with light switch? Ooh, Dragonlance. Good thing I came back through here. I would have missed that. Not that I'm trying to 100% collect all the weaponry, but hey, if I find it along the way, why not? Oh yeah, you guys again. Where? Actually, oops. If I don't mark it, I'm gonna keep going in the wrong direction. I don't need to fight you guys anymore. I mean, I could always fight you for the experience, I guess. And then I think we'll go ahead and teleport to... Do we want to go and do the story bit now, or... Well, let's see what our options are currently. I wonder if I can access that at the moment. It kind of seems like I can. I would just have to go through this forest section. I guess since I'm in the area, let me see if I can actually get to that or not. I mean, it's worth trying. We're here already. We're here. We're robots. Get used to it. Nope, not fighting you. I thought I already did this one. Wasn't this the guy who didn't want us to eat his animals or attack his animals or something like that? Did that reset or? Huh. I've clearly saved it or been to save spots way before this. So does this just mission reset after a while? Or maybe maybe it just has a new quest. I didn't even think about that. Derp. Oh no! Oh dear! Oh dear! I've got. What is it? My science or what was it? Philbert was saying. Yeah, whatever. I haven't seen that show in forever. What is it? Oh yeah, that's the guy who keeps yelling. Okay, well, I mean, that's just life, you know. How to repair it? Oh, right, he probably doesn't understand flesh to machine parts. Yeah, you don't really repair animals, dude. Medicine. I am not familiar with this new age concept of medicine. I believe in holistic stuff. No, I don't, because that's stupid. Now, I'm not saying there isn't, like, cures in natural medicine, because that's how it's made, but, like, people who try to sell you on, like, soap that cures, you know, cancer or something like that, they're also snake oil salesmen. It's like the goop stuff that, what is it, Gwyneth Paltrow sells or whatever. God, she is a 100% con artist snake oil salesman.
That's new. I assume you have at least some idea where to start looking for animal medication?
We'll probably need to recreate old human recipes. We should be able to find something in the commercial facility ruins.
We should be able to find some human. I almost kind of wish they said it like that instead of just saying human, say human, just for funny references. But and since I'm some small time like like just guy who makes some videos for gaming videos for fun, I don't have to worry about getting sued by Gwyneth Paltrow for schmear campaign, because no one's ever going to see this anyway. So what are you a combat guy, or are you just... I think you are a combat guy, you're just not activating it for some weird reason. That was weird. Alright, look at the map again. What? Oh yeah, we have to... I don't know if I want to do that quite yet. Let's see. There's the trade thing. I could probably do parade escort at this point if I wanted to. Let's see. Oh yeah, we have the photographs. I could do that too. Although we'll probably have to go back to that place eventually, so there's no reason to go out of our way. See, yeah, we could... I think I've got all the stuff for him now. There's the animal care stuff. Oh, that's like right near where we are. Would it be faster to... Probably about the same length either way. Let me mark that. Since we're in the general area, might as well run to it. I was trying to think if I teleport to that one place, would that be faster? but I don't think it would shave off that much time. I mean, the fact I would have to wait for the load times anyway would be about the same. Now, yeah, I've got to look in to see if I'll have to do this off screen as well. Looking to see if there's any like stuff I could easily grind for weapons, so I could like just that way I could level up some of my weapons to try a different instead of just using the main weapon all the time. Although I've talked about this about Dead Space, so sometimes the first weapon you get is sometimes one of the better weapons, just because of either the simplicity or how powerful it can straight up get if you actually work on it. Kind of like in that happened in like when I played Bloodborne. I ended up like you get all these weird and unique and strange weapons over the course of the game, but I ended up using
I can't believe the size of the commercial facility. The people of the old world must have led pretty good lives. I bet it was fun to shop back when you had so many choices.
We don't need such things.
I probably should have let them speak. I didn't think picking up whatever would have stopped their conversation. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to do that. It's a toothbrush. Humans move across their teeth at a rapid rate, reducing the possibility of cavities and gingivitis. Caves? Yes, that's what that means. Actually, I guess it'd technically be small caves in your mouth, or in your teeth. We put holes in the teeth. We put holes in the teeth. Yeah. I probably ruined their conversation now. Oh, well, that's fine. I mean, they're basically just mocking shopping malls. Which they're still around, but they're definitely not as big of a deal as they used to be, that's for sure. I was never a fan of the malls, but I always, well... Yeah, textbook. A textbook. Wouldn't we need a veterinarian's guide, though? Undulates on the moose. Wait, but I don't think it said anything about being a veterinarian's guide. Okay. Because he's a robot. I don't know. Well, then why didn't we just ask him? Exactly. The game points it out. Oh. Because you didn't ask me. Yeah, I've heard that joke before. Ugh. Yeah, it's basically just a play in the whole well, you didn't ask thing, which has been done in comedies and stuff like that before. Sometimes that can be funny, and then other times you're just like, ugh. I think in a game it's more because you have to interact and get to that point. In a cartoon, it's funny because you're not the one in pain from asking that question in the first place. But I was never a fan of shopping malls when I was younger, just because they were, well, when I was younger they were always crowded, and I'm not a big fan of crowds. Not that I'm not like some people who a writing implement, record. You use pens or mightier than swords. Well, nowadays that might be the case because people can write things and people get all up insane and it'll destroy their lives even though it's not physically. I mean, I get that people can be affected by words if they hear something multiple times, 100 times per day. Eventually it gets them because they read the negativity. But I don't know. We've gotten to this place where words should hurt more than they should. You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, words are important to express oneself, but I don't know. I just... Nah. I mean, I'm never going to solve that issue. I'm not here to solve it, obviously, but it just... I don't know, man. It just seems like we get too hostile over that or can't choose to ignore it or say, oh, you're just, blubbering or blustering, It's like, nope, if you say it, it's the worst thing ever, and I don't know. I mean, not everyone's like that, but you can tell that people get affected by it more often these days than back in the old days. Or at least that's what it seems like. I could be wrong. Maybe history has some information that I'm not privy of. I'll admit I haven't read every single historical guide about every civilization. So, I'm going to get attacked by random dudes if I'm not paying attention. But then again, they say history is doomed to repeat itself if we don't pay attention to it, so maybe stuff like that has happened before. I mean, heck, churches used to be the only places that would actually have written books because you couldn't just, before the age of the printing press, you had to write out every single thing. If you want to make copies, Well, guess what, dude? Hopefully your book isn't like 900 pages. You know, otherwise you're gonna only get one copy of it. But yeah, the churches and a lot of prestige places like that were owners of reading material. So, you know, they knew the power of the written word. So, anyway, yes, just stick it right in his eye. That'll cure it. Da 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 da. Huh, that worked quickly. Animals and flesh bugs are strange creatures. Yeah, true. Yeah, it is inconvenient. It's an inconvenient truth. Yeah, we are warm. You are cold. Sorry, I didn't mean to snap my fingers like right in front of the... Sometimes I pop my knuckles. Even it's a bad habit, that I know. Payment for the medicine. B-side. Sachet. Some money. Well, at least I got experience for that, I guess. Alright, what else we got to do? Or what else can we do at this point? Let's see. That is... Oh, that's a new quest from that. Okay. Yeah, I'll just teleport over that. That must have popped up after we opened that and left the area. I've noticed some quests, if you leave the general area... oh, apparently the City Ruins Cave has... Oh, yeah, that's right. That's the... Yeah, that's the mission we randomly got from the... one of the operators. They just said about checking a... I wonder how you can get there. I wonder if... That might be in a different area, though. I keep thinking that maybe you can get there from, like, the back way from the town or whatever. But anyway, yeah, so at least there's a teleport right there, so we can go straight to that. Might as well. No, we'll do this one first just because it's closer. Forest Castle front. Just gotta remember the actual location. Because when you actually look on the little mini thing, when you actually try to, like, look at it, unless you know exactly from certain details, you're gonna be like, no, wait, where is this again? Alright, let's get past these guys. Yeah, I can fight you guys, but I'll just do that stuff off screen if I want the experience. I could always equip that experience gauge thing that I bought, see, like, which enemies give the best experience. But not right now. Alright, let's pop in there. Let's do a quick save. And go there. Swap out my body towards there. Give me the thing. Oh, sorry, I had to adjust my headset a bit. Sometimes the headset will either fall forwards or fall backwards. I know I need to get a new one at some point because you know, like a lot of headsets do. When you have to take it off and on and off and on again, the little headpiece, like the little extender things or whatever, they'll eventually snap after a while. So I've had to like purposely shorten my headset because it's cracked a few times, and the glue the heavy duty glue I've used to put together is slowly starting to wear off, and it's starting to crack around it, stuff like that. And because I don't want to pay like however much for a decent headset, I want to prevent me from paying for it as long as I can. Yeah, I'm one of those people that'll keep socks for the longest time until they like almost fall apart. Same with shoes. Like I won't buy a new pair of shoes until they're basically falling off my feet because I don't want to pay the extra money. Despite the fact you probably should just buy a new pair of shoes as soon as the soles wear out because you're making your feet uncomfortable, and you know, like without the necessity of it. But that's just how I am. Did you hear? Did you? Would you? Did you? Well, yeah, there's a button. It's like right behind us, dude. Oh, it's got a big old treasure? Oh, I didn't hear about that. Well, most castles did have treasure. Huh. Well, it's an old-fashioned adventure. We should investigate, because we could... I mean, I could always use the money, I guess. Treasure at the castle. So we just have to... I assume we just go back. Yep. Do we have to check both of them, or... Probably just go to that... Well... Probably be faster just to go straight through the castle, like, from front to bottom. But luckily, since we've already gone through the story, I can just speed through it. I think we should be able to do that, and I think we'll call it an episode after we find the treasure. Whee. I don't know why I just can't help myself, but, like, staring up her dress while she's running. I don't do it all the time, but sometimes I just can't help myself. I mean, it's not like it's... Well, maybe it is out in the open when you think about it, but... Well, you gotta love the Japanese game design mechanic where it's just like... Would she realistically be wearing a dress for combat? No. Are we gonna put her in a dress anyway? Yes. But it's like breastplates and stuff like that in fantasy. You know perfectly well that's not how breastplates were designed. Because if breastplates were actually designed with like the boob covers, as you've seen before, they would direct the blade into the chest, which is the weakest part of the armor. Or it most times, because it's rounded, it would reflect the blade into a specific point, which would cause it to be its weakest point, thus, you know, possibly putting the owner of the armor into danger. But we don't think about that when it comes to fantasy, because it's fantasy. We know it's not real. Okay, so where would... I already got that treasure. Can you actually... I don't think you could jump over that, could you? Because it doesn't look like I could. Because I'm wondering if we could have jumped, gone through that little doorway there or not. Well, anyway, that's a... Actually, wasn't there that, like, those chests that I couldn't open before because the game was like, you can't open these yet or something like that? I wonder if that's those. Well, no, it can't be, because if I go out here... Well, let's see.
Analysis.
So
Nope,
it's
okay.
junk.
While lacking in value, it may be connected to the supposed treasure of the Forest Kingdom. Proposal. It should be confiscated for safekeeping.
Okay, so that is... But it looks like there's multiple... Well, maybe it's because of the... I think up above, like, higher up, there's a couple of treasure chests as well. Wait, what is that? Oh, yeah, okay. Eagle eggs? The eagles! Yeah, if only the eagles had been used properly in Lord of the Rings, we would have saved us 3 walking simulator movies to no, I actually like the Lord of the Rings movies. I think they make a good explanation. Like, it's either in the books or someone talks about how the reason the eagles just didn't fly into straight up into Mordor to drop the ring off is because of the ring wraiths. Would have just attacked and killed the eagles. But after Sauron was after Sauron was killed, the ring wraiths lost their power, so they were destroyed. So the eagles could easily get into the area without having to worry about getting killed. Now you could probably make an excuse like, well, maybe they could have snuck in, so forth and so on, but well, then there wouldn't have been a story, okay? At some point, you just got to go, all right, accept the fact that there's some small inconveniences or plot holes in the story. Can we just enjoy the story, please? You know. But I get it. I'm definitely not a fan of... Well, I'm not a fan of lazy plot holes, if that makes any sense. Like, a lazy plot hole is one I would say that you... actually, is this one of the ones? Oh, no, I think it was one of the ones that was blocked, I think. Well, I'll check it out right now, just to make sure. No, actually, I think... Oh, I did open that, okay. A lazy plot hole is one that that when you first see it, you obviously know there's an issue with it. You're just like, oh, well, that's clearly... They didn't even try, you know? With a plot hole that's not an easy plot hole, I mean, obviously, you could take anything I say with a grain of salt in this case. But a plot hole that's annoying, but you can look around, is one that's like, you kind of almost have to think about it at the time. And you're like, wait a minute, that shouldn't work because of this. But that's after, like, maybe the second viewing of a story or something like that, where you're like, oh, that doesn't make... Now that I think about it, you know. I'm trying to think of a good example of plot holes, like, when you think about later on that don't work. I know there are, I was just trying to really remember off the top of my head. Let's see if we can... Is that, yeah, it's another one. I think, yeah. I think there was either 1 or 2 more of those.
So it's junk, basically.
Yeah, same thing. Keep it for safekeeping. I don't know why you're repeating the same dialogue. But, I think there was either 1 or 2 more of those somewhere, I think so, anyway. Yeah, I'll probably end up remembering the plot hole and thinking about like next episode or 3 episodes. I'll be like, oh yeah, this, and I'm like, all right. Actually, maybe the actually a good example would be the one I was talking about, the Lord of the Rings one, where the Eagles. People say, well, if the Eagles could do all that, couldn't they've just taken Frodo and dropped the ring in Mordor, and boom, that's it, game over. You know? But like I said, that's a thing where, yeah, it is a plot hole, but it's one that could be explained away through lore or whatever. So don't, yeah. Luckily, that's a. Yeah, I know I didn't have to fight that guy at the time, but I did anyway because I wanted to. Oops. Actually, let me see if I can upgrade any of my weapons. That got pushed. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, well. I thought, did I not? I wonder if I got this one.
Analysis.
That's the.
So it
While lacking in value, in proposal. Analysis.
Oh, we got it.
Machine life form parts can be assembled in some fashion. Processing. Processing. Processing complete. Machine life form parts can be assembled into a key.
A key?
Proposal. Initiate search for a door that matches the key.
Well, I assume the game's gonna tell me at this point where. Can we even get down to a spot like that? I don't think I can, actually. Well, let's see. So I don't think I've been able to find a location like that. Oh, I hate the fact that sometimes you can't just jump off the railing. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, see, I think that's in a spot I can't actually get to yet. Because it's behind, it looks like it's behind the castle, but I don't think I've been able to get over there yet. Oh, well, let me climb up this thing. Maybe there's something I missed. Like a doorway or something like that that I'm not aware of. It never hurts to check. It never hurts to help. Let me check. What do you run it back? Because I don't remember being able to get to the back of the castle, but maybe I just didn't explore enough, or maybe now that we've got this quest, we can. But then again, I'm not sure if this is one of those games where certain quests just can't be finished. Like, even though you could get it, but you can't finish it halfway through, you have to, like, wait to a certain point in the game. You're like, that's how it is. Okay, can't do anything with that. It may be a case that might have to come back later when I figure out and see if I can. I don't know why I'm taking the long way around when I could have just done the easier way. So I don't remember any of these having like an open area. Yeah, see, I'm not sure. It might be one of those things I just can't do yet. Cause yeah, I don't see any like open doorways, or I haven't seen like a sewer system or anything like that I can get to. Unless you can climb to the top of this thing. Like, and I don't remember there being like an obvious like. It might be something I might have to come back to later. Or I might have to actually look it up. You know, I think if that's the case, I might as well take a break here, and then next time we start, I'll have. If I can't get to it yet, I'll let you know, and we'll just come back to it later. But I don't know. That seems like incorrect. Like maybe there's an elevator or something I'm missing. But anyway, I'll figure it out later. So in the next episode, we'll try to get the treasure. If can't, we'll go on to another quest. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.